And definitely a full circle moment, like my YouTube 12-year-old dreams coming true, being on a Mr. Beast video. And you know what they actually told me? They said, now that you've been in a Mr. Beast video, there's a very high chance we'll call you back for another one. But it's in those darkest moments that you realize that's truly where the Lord lifted me up and gave me the strength to continue this and finish it and become victorious. And in the end, on the grand opening, I know I'm going to be like, thank you, God. In 5 years, who knows where you can be? I think that in 5 years, you can achieve more than I did. I truly believe that. There's so much more opportunity out there now, and I think every year that goes by, there's even more opportunity. So take the opportunities, trust in God, trust in yourself, and you can go anywhere you want.
What's up, guys? Lift and Love. Lift and Love here. Where did you pull this question from? Lift Love, crochet, we out. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Lifting Love podcast. You are awesome. And today's episode it's honestly an awesome episode. We recorded one with our guest here 9 months ago, and we talked about so many things that have finally happened. So I want to welcome back for the second time, Alexis with the Uptown Exchange, formerly known as the Uptown Thrift Shop. How are you?
Good. Thank
Let's
you.
get the...
Woo! Alexis is back, you guys, with a new name, a new building, and almost an entirely new business. But we're still with the clothing and all that. So,
dude, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
And like so many of the things that you said in the podcast came to fruition.
Yeah.
Like, how does that make you feel?
It's definitely encouraging because I think I was always a big believer. You speak it out there and you pray about it out loud. The Lord hears you. And if it's in his will, he's going to answer it. So we have so much to dive into.
Oh my gosh.
it's
like, where do we go? Do we go rebrand, or do we go Mr. Beast video? Do we go, the new location that we're in, this historic building in downtown? You know what? Let's start with the Mr. Beast video. Get it out of the way.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way.
So for those of you that don't know, since our last podcast, you were in a Mr. Beast video. How did it come about, and what did you actually do?
Okay, so I've been watching Mr. Beast, let's start on that, since I was like really young. So since like 2018, I even have some of his really old merch. I was always a fan, and I know that's probably cringe for some people, but I loved YouTube. I was always putting like dumb videos out there, like slime videos when I was like 10. But I loved content creating. Mr. Beast was fairly new to YouTube, but he probably had still the biggest following on there, so I followed him. Always thought, how cool would it be to be in a Mr. Beast video and be in a challenge, but like winning money? Like, no, there's no way. Yeah. So they reached out to me one random day. Actually, it was 3 days before they filmed. So I was like, whoa, this is crazy. It all happened really fast, but they reached out to me 3 days before we filmed the video, and I completely thought it was a scam. Like, it was like, hey, this is blah, blah, blah with Mr. Beast. If I send you an NDA with some information, would love to know if you want to be in our upcoming video. I was like, I have to sign an NDA for this. This is so weird. I thought it was a scam. It was totally not a scam. It was awesome.
But you got to sign an NDA to not talk about it until it was released.
I couldn't talk about anything. Like, I couldn't tell, like, legally wasn't allowed to tell anybody where I was. But also, even knowing about the video, I had to sign something just so no information was allowed to be leaked, that they're filming a video that day. And like before I had info, I had to sign the NDA.
Wow. That's insane. I mean, it's pretty awesome how professional they were. You know, so you talked a little off camera about how professional it was and like the setup, the breakdown, even him to like the point of like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're filming. We have this much time. So tell everyone, what was the video and did you win money?
Okay, so the video was actually a bit scary. I know you guys can watch it on YouTube. It's only, I think, 30 seconds long, but I was there all day from 9 to 5. I drove about 2.5 hours, and it was honestly one of the coolest days ever, getting to meet everyone. But we get there, it's kind of like a setup, but we were waiting for Jimmy for so long. Jimmy is Mr. Beast, for those who don't know, and we waited.
The fact that you call him Jimmy now, he's not even Mr. Beast. He should go. No. It goes to one Mr. Beast video, and now all of a sudden it goes from Mr. Beast to Jimmy, like they're best friends.
Yeah, no, totally. Jimmy's in the contact list. Like he's
coming to the grand opening.
Jimmy's a bro. Jimmy's a bro. So we're not there yet, but I was in one of his videos. And we get there and, we're kind of we're actually told to just kind of hang around. There was unlimited, there was food, drinks, snacks. We sat in this like coach bus. So, those things like NFL like people ride in whenever they're on the highway, those buses or whatever. Wow. There's Xboxes in there, there's movies playing, you walk in, there's hardwood flooring. It's like a luxurious bus. The guy who's driving it, bald, huge Rolex on his hand, saying he met all these famous people. We're just like, where are we? In the middle of nowhere at an airport. In the middle of nowhere.
Welcome to North Carolina and filming with Mr. Beast.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere. So I get there, I was like, this is still kind of sketchy, but let's just keep going. I drove 2.5 hours for this. I'm just gonna stick it out. So we go and I meet these amazing people that actually reached out to me, and they were like, yeah, we had your application from like a year ago. And I was like, I forgot about that. And that's how they found me. They reached out to me. I agreed. So I get there. It was 3 days after they reached out, and call time was like 11 to film, but we actually started filming like 3 hours after that. Jimmy was running behind. And so once we start filming, there was firefighters on the scene. It was they actually asked us 3 different times, if you want to back out of the video, now is the time. You can leave because you will hurt yourself if you don't follow what we're telling you to do. If we were to jump up in the air a little bit, we would have actually flown back because of how the force was so strong. And I actually give huge credit to the people that were behind me, helping me in the video, pushing me, because I don't think I could have actually done it if it was by myself. It was a team effort, So it was us all helping each other, except the poor lady in the back. She didn't get the memo and she kind of flew behind. But basically you had to walk in front of an airplane jet, like spewing out jet engine fuel in your face. You can't breathe. Your face feels like it's on fire. But all you're thinking is 10 grand, 10 grand, 10 grand, right? So go.
And did you actually win $10,000?
I got 10 G's, yeah.
She won $10,000 on a Mr. Beast video. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was that. And then, it's a process. We filmed it in May. I got paid in June, and it came out in July.
Oh, wow. So, like, unlike other people in Mr. Beast videos,
yeah,
because, like, I guess it's short-form content, so they're not spending as much.
No.
But long-form content, usually they get paid once the video drops.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's awesome.
This was it. They typically get paid within 2 weeks for the shorts, but this one took, I think, 4 weeks. Wow. And it was the coolest experience ever. Meeting people there. I actually still keep up with some of the girls that work for him. We follow each other on social media. We keep up with each other. It's such a fun atmosphere, and like the content. And there was a bunch of guys that were filming. A huge like film. It was a short, but there was so much. There was so much going on.
Random guy he's just trucking along. He's like, hey, how you doing? You're filming right there.
Yeah. We have tons of windows in here, so people love to just be like, what's going on in there?
Real quick, and then I actually want to jump to that.
Yeah.
As someone who was a big fan of Mr. Beast, myself, I'm a huge fan. I love Mr. Beast stuff. We did actually a Mr. Beast burger review. We went to his like location shortly after it opened. Love Mr. Beast. I've been watching Mr. Beast for a couple years now. How was it like? Was it like a full circle moment for you to be like, because you also create content. You know what I'm saying? You do all this stuff that we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
But you're also, I consider you a content creator. You do photography.
Yeah.
You do a lot of stuff for your own business, right? Like, as a fan and a creator yourself, like, how like full circle was it, and can we potentially see you on a Mr. Beast video again?
Okay, yeah. So whenever Jimmy comes in this really cool blacked out Tesla, I'm like, that's him. And it felt unreal. It's like this, but he's still just a person, just like you and I. But it was so cool because I've watched him for so many years on a screen, but seeing him in person, I was like, wow, this guy's so cool. And definitely a full circle moment, like my YouTube 12-year-old dreams coming true. I'm being on a Mr. Beast video. And you know what they actually told me? They said, now that you've been in a Mr. Beast video, there's a very high chance we'll call you back for another one.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was like, oh, okay.
Make it long form and something I could win $1 million.
Oh my gosh, 100K would be so nice. I was like, 10K was so nice, thank you. But let's go big or go home.
So, did the 10K help you get to where you are now?
100%. Oh my goodness. It was literally the push we needed. Like, all glory to God that we got 10 grand from this, because it was in a time where I was like, really just like, where's the money going to come from for this project? So I actually got this building in April, the end of April 25th. And then we went and filmed the video not even 3 weeks later. So it was like, it was the Lord just being like, trust me, here's the funds. You got this.
So like transitioning, it is incredible because we talked a lot about this on the first podcast, which will be in the description if you want to go check it out.
Yes.
But we talked so much about this building and what the future holds. And I remember I asked you, I said, what is your ideal next space? And you said 4,000 square feet. So how many square feet is this building?
We didn't get it for 3.
Oh, listen, we got close. We got close
enough, and this will do it. This will do it for now and maybe for forever. You never know. I wouldn't be mad if this is our forever home, or if there's something even crazier out there, or multiple locations. Let's just start speaking more. Because last time what I said came true. So let me think. Millionaire, multiple locations.
Multiple Mr. Beast videos, Beast Games winner. Yeah. Just put it out there. Put it out there on the Lifting Love podcast.
No, seriously.
And
it happens.
But, I think, and all glory to God, all the things you've said, you've been manifesting. But one thing I really want to commend you on and give you a flowers, you've been putting the work in. And a lot of people miss that step. They're like, I've been praying about it. I've been doing this. I want to do it. Yeah. But then you don't realize the work that goes on. I mean, talk, if you could, real quick, like how long of a process was it to transition everything from your old store to where you are now?
You're right. A lot of people see the outside and I don't think anybody realizes what it takes to actually run a successful business, and move it and rename it and remodel a building. And I'm the person who does everything, right? So there's no team, which is something that I'm definitely going to build in 2026 is a team. But right now it's really me doing all the work. So something that, and I say this like lightheartedly, but it was the hardest time of my entire life. Genuinely running this and every day waking up, it was like and I feel bad for saying this, but like a burden. It was like, how in the world am I going to get this done? I was envious a little bit of people I know that have such easy jobs. I was like, I wish I could just go to a 9-to-5, 4 days a week and not have to worry about so much on my back, because I have to continue this. And there was nothing in me that wanted to give up until I think September was our worst month. And I was just like, I can't do this anymore. And I called my friend real quick. I just want to say this. I called my friend. I'm like, listen, I'm done. Like, this was a great run, but I can't do this anymore. I can't continue it. I was like, I wake up every day and I'm just sad and I'm just anxious. And then, it's crazy. She's like, listen, until God slams the door in your face, you're not stopping. She's like, if anyone's built for this, you can do this. And I kind of threw it back at her recently because she's in law school. And she's like, this is so hard. I'm like, until God slams the door, you're not stopping, Julia.
Eat those words, dog.
She's my best friend. I love her so much. But it was a hard time in September.
And let's talk real quick. Be very transparent. Yeah. If you left this, what would you do? I feel like, in my opinion, and this is, I give you flowers all the time. We keep up with each other pretty frequently. Oh, yeah. And I just love everything that you're doing. I think you're going to be super successful. You're an amazing human being. You have a good head on your shoulders, all the nine. Thank you. But, realistically, I think this is your thing. So, what would you have done if you closed the doors?
Right. So, honestly, I have no idea. And this is my calling. Exactly. And I see it now. And I seen it then, too, but it was so blurry. But truthfully, I think your calling is going to crush you. It's not going to be all rainbows and flowers and daisies and a sunny day every day. It's actually going to be really, really hard, because especially and I talk a lot with other people on a kingdom business. What is a kingdom business? It's like, this is the Lord's. This is actually my ministry. I get to talk about the love of God. I get to share the gospel with people who walk in the doors freely. This is my ministry. And with it being my calling, it's not easy at all, but it's still something that I know I'm called to do. So I have to obey the voice of God and trust that he's going to open the doors, and he's going to send the $10,000, and he's going to send more, and just keep going and going. And he opens all the things. Ideally, if I didn't do this, if I had to close my doors, what I would do, I would love to be a barista. I would.
Listen, and I think this is also the perfect transition because you have not obviously you've had your Stillwater's Cafe.
Yeah,
correct?
Stillwater's Cafe. Yep.
Stillwater's Cafe was in Uptown Thrift.
Yep.
We're gonna call Uptown Thrift the old store. We're gonna call it Uptown Exchange.
Perfect.
The new store.
That's literally perfect.
You had a spot in there, but I feel here it's like the front of the building is the coffee shop, and the back of the building is the boutique.
Yes.
Look at that.
And it was opposite at the other place. It was actually opposite. We had the cafe in the back. I didn't even really have a name for it when it was there. It was literally just like a way to give back to customers. Like
I thought it was always called Stillwater's.
you
did something else that was Stillwater's.
We rebranded it 2-3 months ago.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
No,
Okay.
yeah, we posted it everywhere. You've probably seen that, and it was like a soft launch. Like we're going to be having more of a cafe style rather than just here's a coffee.
Yeah, I
and a
mean,
hot cocoa.
but talk about it because this is a huge part now. Like you're in an area that's downtown.
Yeah.
You're not only are you a boutique, an upscale thrift store, boutique, fill in the blank or whatever word you want to call it. But you also have coffee. I mean, coffee's a $1 trillion industry. Everybody loves their caffeine. And everybody loves coffee.
Yeah. It's a huge moneymaker. Actually, if I if I didn't work and have Uptown Exchange, I keep wanting to say Uptown Thrift. We changed.
No.
I know. I'm still getting used to it too. I think owning, and this is really popular now, just like sidetracking, you'll see coffee carts everywhere and coffee trucks. And 100%. It's something that people have picked up because it is a good moneymaker and everybody wants caffeine.
Literally.
So this is a way bigger part of Uptown Exchange now. We have Stillwater's Cafe, which is our side business, our side brand. It's definitely not.
You have a side hustle in the business. That's great.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing.
So Stillwater's my business's side hustle.
And then Stillwater's side. Yeah, no. Then there's photography.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're doing so much. Yeah. I think the coffee side is going to be massive, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Wow, people keep saying that.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's going to be the biggest thing that expands.
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if this is the biggest part of your business.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, and I always say like food is cultural.
Yep.
Like coffee is so modernized.
Yeah.
That and I'm an awful example of this, but because I drink energy drinks, I have a plant-based energy drink that I love, and I would literally drink it. I could drink it all day.
Yeah.
It's so good. But there's also people out there who just are obsessed with coffee.
Yeah.
For example, my wife. Oh. My wife could drink a matcha, a latte, a frap, all in the same day, and go way over her caffeine limits. But
of course,
it's has great margins.
Yeah, it does.
People can drink it multiple times, so you can have repeat customers. There's just so many different aspects to the coffee business.
Yeah,
you're gonna be shocked, and I want to put this out there, and I hope in another year when we do this again, we should just have a yearly follow up, right?
We probably should do that.
In another year, you're gonna be like, dude, it's the biggest part of my business. I'm living my.
Lenny.
You're gonna be like, Lenny, I'm a barista now, full time. Screw the clothes. We're done with the clothes. No more clothes.
Actually, we have a coffee shop across the street. We have multiple locations of that.
The clothes are just outside. You could take them. Come in and drink the coffee.
Grab the Lulu on your way out.
Yeah. Lulu's free if you buy coffee.
Yeah. Somebody else actually told me that too. They said, I'm not going to be surprised if that pops off for you. And I'm like, that would be great. That's not what I'm focusing on. But if it does, I'm not going to be upset because, like I said, I truly love just crafting a drink that somebody, I don't know. It's the coolest thing when someone's drinking my coffee or a matcha, or we do Lotus drinks now. So we'll have energy drinks. And they're like, this is the best thing ever. And we have people who drive from Hickory to get a coffee. And, you live around that area, so you know how far that is, 30, 35 minutes. And they'll come here and grab a coffee. And I'm like,
and I want you to know, to say that is a huge compliment, because there are some incredible coffee shops in Hickory,
there's
North
amazing
Carolina.
coffee shops, literally, and there's a lot of coffee shops, too. Statesville I understand. There's not too many. There's some really, really good ones here, too. But there's not as many as Hickory. You go to Hickory, there's one in every corner.
Yeah, I mean, take out the Starbucks. I mean, there's 4 Starbucks in Hickory, which is absolutely insane.
There's 3 in Statesville.
Wait, 321, 70, Yeah, there's 4 in Hickory, but like I'm talking local coffee shops. There's some incredible ones.
There is.
So like for people to come out this far,
I know.
and it's not really that far. It's like 30 minutes. But like to come out that far is massive because that I'm telling you, you're gonna be shocked one day. One day you're gonna call me and be like, Lenny, we just had a rush. I'm expanding the coffee. I'm bringing in an employee for it.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm excited for it.
Actually, we that's another thing is we have to hire, and we have some people in mind. And that you just said that a girl reached out to me on Instagram. She's like, "Hey, I would love to work and be a barista at your cafe." I'm like, "Wait, are we big enough for that? But let's do it. Let's do it. Why not?"
I think, and that's the thing too. Like talking to you, like the possibilities truly are endless.
Yeah.
Because like you're in such a great community, and like 15 minutes south is Mooresville,
right?
Which is one of the biggest popping off areas.
Huge. Yeah.
You're not too far from like Sherrill's Ford. People from Charlotte come out here. People from Hickory come out here.
Oh yeah.
You're kind of like a little epicenter. You know what I'm saying?
We're actually like, so Statesville is called Crossroads for a reason. So we're the crossroad. We're directly, there's Winston-Salem, Hickory, Harmony, I think is that area, and then Charlotte that way. So we're directly like point center of a crossroad. And so we get a ton of traffic, a lot of travelers, just people passing through. Yeah. But, they can grab a coffee and a pair of leggings and just have a good time. There's a lot to do in Statesville now.
No, I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Statesville. I do know more about Mooresville because my aunt lived there as a kid. So we really hung out in Statesville. I mean, in Mooresville, right off Lake Norman, all that. But back to you, the Uptown Exchange. What made you guys change the name? And I think the rebrand was needed. I think you guys are more than a thrift shop.
Yes.
Because you guys have real high quality stuff.
Yeah.
Good. Like, I mean, you go to a thrift store like we were talking.
Right.
You think Goodwill.
Right.
You think Salvation Army.
Right.
But this was not a thrift store, thrift shop. So why the name change, and how excited are you for the name change?
So I'm super excited. I think there is a part of me that's a little bit nervous with, are we going to lose our clientele? Because I just went out on Saturday and a lady stopped me and she's like, "Hey, Uptown Thrift." And I'm like, "That's my name." So
who's that loser?
I don't know who that is anymore. I was like, "Oh, we rebranded," So I think that part of me is a little scared. We had to change it because we would get a surprising amount of numbers of people walking in because they would find us on Google. Completely fine. That's great. But they would walk in. We're listed as a consignment shop, but they would walk in saying Uptown Thrift and go, "But where's their $5 jeans?" And I'm like, ugh.
You can find those down the street at Goodwill.
Yes. Yeah. No, I sent them. I was like, special treasures in downtown. You can go to Goodwill. You can do all this. But we actually start them at $20. Yeah.
Which, I mean, realistically is still not bad. I've seen jeans for like $200. I'm like,
oh yeah. No, and we've got great brands. I'm actually shocked at the amount of stuff we've been pulling out. Like, I'm pulling stuff out of storage and hanging up and getting ready for our grand opening. And I'm like, Statesville doesn't really have like a high-end place like this, and to be that person to start it is so cool. And my mind's like running a million miles. I'm like, what else can I start that Statesville doesn't have, because we're growing so much? I'm like, can I do this? Can I do this? I'm not even gonna say it out there. Don't steal my ideas. And I'm just like, what do we need to start in Statesville to basically build more community and small businesses here? Because I think small businesses are gonna ultimately become larger and larger and larger. Like, maybe even taking over, let's say, Target. But if you look around, in 2025, there's so many more small businesses than 2018 or 2015.
I mean, the whole COVID bubble kind of made people want to become entrepreneurs.
Yeah, it really did. It inspired a lot of people, which is great. Yeah. It does make it a little bit harder sometimes for specific businesses because now there's a lot more competition and a lot more people out there. But, I always like to say, like, community over competition, and there should never be a competition. If I'm selling coffee and you're selling coffee, there shouldn't be a competition. We should help each other out. Hey, did you get your menu out? Like, what are your best flavors? And you, vice versa, we share. You know what I mean?
Especially a business where there's multiple, there's returning customers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just because you have a coffee shop doesn't mean that one person's only going to shop with you.
No, yeah.
Because there's so many different options. So at that point, it's like, how do we support each other?
Yep.
I feel the same way. If we, I have two of my good friends who are in the same industry as me. Mm-hmm. We're in a group text, all three of us.
Yes.
And we're talking ideas.
Yep.
We're chopping it up. Hey, I'm thinking of doing this. Like, what are your guys' thoughts on it? Like,
that's
collaboration's everything. And
yes.
there's some people who don't believe in that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like,
yeah.
But there's so much business out there for people.
Then they're losing.
100%.
And then it's their loss. But I definitely think like small businesses working together, it just becomes so big because there's so many now. And it's like, let's all get this. We all want to pay our bills. We all want to become millionaires, right? So,
but the realistic shot of that happening,
Yeah.
I don't really think even, it's kind of funny when you think about it. It would probably happen quicker if you worked together than if you didn't work together.
Figuring out everything on your own, from my perspective, I'm telling you right now, the Lord has put even you, like certain people in my path, in my life way that I get to learn from, or we get to have a certain experience where it's like your mind is open. Oh yeah, that's such a good idea. Let me apply this to my business, rather than shutting yourself out and doing everything yourself and, not following certain businesses and all this. It's like community is so important when you run a business, and especially entrepreneurship it's very hard. You are working for yourself most of the time. A lot of entrepreneurs work for themselves, and it's hard. It's not easy. I tell everyone this lately too. I'm like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, ever. And I hope I never have to go through what I did this year. This was my year of opportunity, but it was the year that I literally cried so much. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. But we're almost there.
I mean, if you don't mind, take us through those moments. Like, for you, what are those moments like? Is it, I mean, going back to even the thought of in September, hey, I'm thinking of closing the doors. Like, is it, like, what is it that's happening that you get emotional about?
So I think a huge part of that was I was just getting so, like, overwhelmed with the building. Nothing was happening. The permits took forever to get approved. It was a nightmare, actually, literally. And a lot of people don't know this, but we had to get an entire new HVAC system. There was no AC, there was no heat in here, and it was supposed to be done in May, but it got finished September 1st. So the entire summer, I'm thinking, I have the whole summer to work on this building, but I couldn't get in here until they were done. And so it was setback after setback after setback. And I'm like, listen, I only had 3 months of free rent. I have to keep pushing. I had to start paying rent, and the building was empty. The building wasn't being touched. So it was just like, it was kind of a nightmare, and I was extremely overwhelmed. But in that time, I'll be honest, like, I was never closer to the Lord because I was so distraught, and every word that was coming out of my mouth was just like, God help me, please. God help me. Get through this, please. And it may not seem like a lot, but truthfully, if you think about it, opening a new business is already scary, but you have a business already. You just have to move it. But you have a historical building in a downtown, and you have to be so careful with what you're doing and get all these permits and funds. Oh my goodness, everything is so expensive. So, how am I going to pay for all of this? Like, I have a car payment, I have rent, I have all this. And
Lord, I need money.
Yeah, and not in a selfish way.
Yeah.
It's just like, Lord, I need money, but it's not for me. I'm not asking to go on a lavish cruise. I'm not asking to go to whatever.
Maybe a Mr. Beast video, but
another one. It is crazy because when they reached out, I was just so like, this is such a scam. And I truthfully was like, maybe I shouldn't even go. The fact that I went, and real quickly, just to finish off the Mr. Beast part, there was 16 people there that were supposed to be in the video. And they were supposed to film it 3 times. They filmed their videos 3 times. They picked the one they like best to post. And so they were supposed to film it 3 times. And there was 16 people on that bus, and only 5 got chosen to be in the video. They had a list that they read, and whenever they said, hey guys, we only have 20 minutes with Jimmy now, we have to pick 5 people from this bus. The rest of you go home with nothing.
In your head, you're probably like, it's not me. I drove 3 hours for nothing.
Well, in a way, I was like, that would be terrible. But I was so confident. I was like, I got this.
This is perfect. A Tesla just passed by.
Oh, there's Jimmy. I'm just kidding.
He's like, oh, I thought the grand opening was today.
Stop. Can you imagine? Yeah, okay, now that's crazy.
I'm just letting you know, you would die. If he pulled up, you would die.
He's definitely, I think, the coolest content creator. He does a lot for the community. He does a lot in North Carolina. He'll go to college campuses and give people $30,000 like it's nothing. So, and he truthfully changed my life. I'm telling you, $10,000, like, that's a lot of money. And it is, but it isn't. If you think about it, like, painting and whatever, that was like $10,000. So it's like, it's a lot of money. It's not a lot of money, but it was life-changing for us in that time.
I don't think, and necessarily, I don't think 10,000 really, in the grand scheme of things, isn't a lot of money.
Right.
But it wasn't the money. it was the timing.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yes, exactly.
At such a perfect time. Like, real honest, if you don't get that 10,000, are we even sitting here having this conversation?
Probably not, because I've never had a credit card. I've never been in debt before, and I actually just got my first credit card 2 months ago.
Hold on.
Yeah, it was all done like cash and cash flow, like debit card. I've never had a credit card, so I had no credit score. I actually went to the bank to ask for a loan, and I couldn't get anything because I've never had a credit score.
They were like, so problem here, you don't have credit.
Yeah, and I was like, well, that's great, but it's not great.
It's great, but it's bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just started building my credit at 21, and so far so good. I don't like a credit card though. Ugh.
Gosh, I keep forgetting how young you are.
I feel old.
You're only 21, 22?
21. I'm 21.
Oh my.
I will be 22 in June. That's so crazy.
My God.
It's up from here.
Yeah.
It's only up from here, guys. I don't want to go down anymore. It's up from here. I'm 21, but I've lived 50 lives.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't even think I was thinking of this at 21.
Really? Okay.
I was 20. Well, I mean, Lifting Love started when I was 22 or 23.
Nice.
But like, gosh, if I was doing this at 20, and I think that's perspective too.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, oh, maybe they don't like some of the stuff you do, or maybe they don't like this idea, or why are you changing? Why are you rebranding?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I am 21 years old. I am a baby in the game of entrepreneurship.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
And I'm still killing it. Like,
Yeah.
for someone to be so young, you're so motivated. Where does that motivation come from? Like, how do you stay motivated to even rebrand, to move stores, to just elevate every single time over and over again?
That, and I know I keep bringing it round back to the Lord, but I'm telling you, without the Lord, like, I wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't have this building. I wouldn't even have this business, because like I said, in September, it was honestly like a really dark time in my life. I would wake up and I'm like, I don't want to go to work anymore. But it was like that for a few months. I was like, I'm done. This is getting boring. I had zero motivation, but I think once you push through that of, listen, I just don't want to do this anymore. Like, I just wanted to be lazy for 1 week. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to pay anybody. I didn't want to buy anything. But pushing through that, it only makes you stronger. And I would literally just be like, God, help me and give me the strength. And I open the word, and it's like, in Joshua, he's helping. Like, the Lord reminded me that he helped all these people in the Old Testament. And he said, to Joshua, like, be strong and courageous and all this. And I was like, okay, God, if you helped these men fight wars in the Bible, and you helped also these women, like Esther is a great story in the Bible for I feel like for a young entrepreneur lady, because she literally did the scariest thing ever, and the Lord helped her through it all. But through fasting and prayer, she accomplished mighty things. And so going back to the Bible, I know I'm such a preacher's kid.
You should. I mean, as you should be. I mean, and this is the thing, right? Like, we just had a politician on the podcast. Yeah. We've had people who are very religious on the podcast, and like, this is a platform for you to tell your story. There's no judgment here. There's no bias. There's no nothing. If that is a part of your story, we want to hear what you're going through. And honestly, like, I think for someone watching, there might be someone right now struggling.
Right.
And hearing that message and hearing that word and hearing that testimony, that's something. I mean, it's a testament to your will. It's like, you did not give up. Yes, you might have had down times. You might have had seasons.
100%.
But like, dude, you didn't give up. I walked in here and I looked around and I said, yo.
Yeah.
Like, look at, it's a little dark, but look at this place. We went from it's too bright to now it's too dark.
It's too dark.
You see how dark it is? Dang.
But I told you, lighting is crazy in here. Yeah,
the light came in crazy.
It did.
But like, you should be so proud of yourself.
Thank you.
So for anyone watching, why Uptown Exchange, and what can they expect if they haven't been since it's been Uptown Thrift Stop?
So we are the Uptown Exchange in Downtown Statesville. And just real recap. I started this 5 years ago online. We had a shed in my backyard after that. From that, we actually started in downtown, down the street, 108 West Broad Street.
Where you had one rack.
One rack to 2 to 3 to 4 to 8. And then
so she was literally like, I need you to leave the store because you're taking away my business.
You're taking over my store. No, it wasn't like that. She was so sweet. And then I got our own location where we filmed our last podcast. And then I got this space. And we are a store where you can grab a drink and you can walk around and shop, but there's local vendors, there's really great high-end clothing in here, and then we also, I don't know, I just feel like it's such a, and this is why I say this is because this is what people tell me. What is Uptown Exchange? It's just like a community built store, because I wouldn't be here without the community. I mentioned this in my last podcast too. I actually just put a story on, and it was so humbling because I've never done this, but I posted, I was really struggling. And it was maybe a month or two ago, and I posted a $40 in my hand. And I was like, thank you to the lady who just came in here and gave me this, because I didn't have gas money. I didn't have gas money, guys. A couple of months ago. So I don't know if you're familiar with this, being an entrepreneur. Your wallet, your bank account goes from here to here to here to here.
To the ceiling.
To the ceiling, to the floor.
The basement.
To the basement in matter of weeks. It's, hey, you got to pay that bill, or rent comes out, or, it's just crazy.
Unexpected stuff. I also wanted to show 100%. The store now. You can see it with the lighting.
There we go.
And there's a whole front half.
There's so much back there, guys.
Coffee shop.
Yeah. So I posted a story, and it was $40 in my hand, and I was like, so I felt very, very sad to post it, because I was like, this is so embarrassing. But then I had so many people reaching out to me, and were like, how can we help? Local people, and can I have your Venmo? Can I anything? And it was people sending $5 and just go get a coffee, or it was people sending $100, and they were like, you got this, God's got you, and that strengthened me to continue to go. And then we did a sale. My mom had this great idea. I got to give credit to my mama, because she's so sweet. She said, do half off of your store. And I was like, no. No, immediately no. We don't do sales. You know me. Yeah. We do a 20% off maybe. And she's like, do half off your store. And I was like, no. And then, I thought about it more. And then someone else mentioned it. And I was like, I'm going to do it. Did it. We did incredible numbers. Like I said, it would have been insane if we didn't do half off, but what we did was crazy.
And honestly, do you have the foot traffic that you did if you didn't do 50%
exactly. We would have been, it was right before we were moving. We wouldn't have had maybe 3 more people come in before we closed our doors. No, we had, 168 orders in a couple of days. It was crazy.
And I bet with 50% off, not all those people are ordering just one thing. You know what I'm saying?
They're all spending 50 to 200.
I came in and I got 15 items.
You did go in.
I went in when you had your wedding. You had not your wedding, but a wedding.
Am I married?
By the way, guys. Your girl's single.
So if my man's watching this, put a ring on it.
Oh gosh! Next episode. No,
literally. Come on, let's speak it out there.
But yeah, no. Me and my wife went up there. Aww. And we brought the baby. And I was just like,
I missed it.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Sorry.
I was trying to get all your shoes, but so they were like, well, she's not here, so we can't talk about anything. But anyway,
they should have called me. But
yeah, no, it went in. And,
it was great.
It was packed.
It was packed. But it was packed for. We did it for 3 days. We did it for a weekend, and then the next week for 3 days we did 75% off the entire store. Crazy margins, guys. Crazy margins, and we didn't have to move as much. And we still had. All this stuff that's out actually is from our store. We haven't even really pulled out from our storage yet. So
all this was in that store?
Except those 2 racks. We have all of that. All from those racks all the way back there, all the way up here. They're all from the store. We still had a lot left over, and I just have to be honest with you guys. I did take some stuff out from the half off sale. I didn't want my favorite Lulus to sell at $10. But I still left so much product out. But
when I went in, I was like, dang, y'all got a lot. And then she was like, yeah, we had a bunch because y'all had boxes behind the registers of stuff that you guys were kind of just replacing and replenishing.
Yeah, we restocked. Yeah, it was so amazing for a business to do that. Thank God my mom said something, because that's what I was getting to. That money got us through. I didn't have $40 to fill my gas tank, and then we did that sale, and it oh my goodness. And yeah, I just checked my bank account this morning. I'm like, that's sad, but we got through it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's the ebbs and flows of being a business owner.
Yeah.
Have you thought about like streaming? Like you're here all the time.
Somebody mentioned TikTok Live.
TikTok Live. I'm thinking more of like a, like a stream.
Oh, like a stream platform.
Yeah, like
I'm
a Twitch
so
or
unfamiliar
something.
with that.
But like you're here all day anyway.
Right.
Like people just want to hear the interactions.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to sell stuff on there, but I'm sure people would like. You'd create some type of community on it. The thought, I don't have like a platform, like a storefront to do it. I've been thinking of doing it with like my platform
Yeah.
and just like while I'm editing content, going live and stuff like that. But like just creating like a platform or community that can support you digitally because you're a creator.
I didn't even think about that. Like people watch your videos of you hanging up clothes and they send you money, or how does that work?
Well, I'm thinking you even like you could do like your interactions with people like
telling stories.
Yeah, like well, people coming in. I mean, your interactions with people would probably some of them would probably go viral. Like let's be honest.
No, 100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
Throwing something in for free, someone not having enough money, whatever.
We have so many stories like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like someone coming in and donating clothes and like that
Oh,
money is going to be able to help you pay the rent, like whatever.
Okay.
Like there's different things you could do, but like just capturing the content in general. I don't know. It's something I thought of and I figured I'd just bring it up to you.
That's a great idea. I haven't thought about that, but like streaming platform, and then people see it all over the world, not just who's walking in the doors.
I mean, Gary V. You ever heard of Gary Vaynerchuk? Absolutely. You need to look him up. Oh God, he will give you give you some inspiration.
Okay.
Literally, the reason I'm here is because of Gary Vaynerchuk. I watched the one
Really?
video, and he was like, "You see, he's like, you see this?
Yeah.
Download this app, record your podcast." I started 5 years ago, and then I was like, you know what? I started that, and I wanted to do 3 cameras and a guest, and now we're here. But basically, he one of the things he does is he just streams his day, no audio. He'll be in all these crazy meetings. People are just there watching him go throughout his day.
There's no way.
I swear, people love live. I'm about to start Whatnot, so like we're doing a bunch of like I'm really into Pokemon.
Yeah.
So we're doing like Pokemon stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do some giveaways, stuff like that. So like I'm telling you,
Whatnot
you
show.
should 100% commit to being a like a full content creator.
Content creator. I mean, we just got TikTok a couple months ago. We didn't even have TikTok. I'm a social media girl. I love posting. I love keeping up with my followers. I love Instagram, and that's it.
I know. I'm like if you looked at my Instagram, you'd be like, oh my God, that's awesome. Then you look at all my other platforms, and the viewership drop off is just crazy. I think like insane. I love Instagram so much.
Oh yeah.
Okay, last couple things.
Yeah.
What's the next stuff that you're manifesting? What's 2026 look like? Honestly, forget 2026. We're here. Next weekend's the grand opening. This is gonna come out the day of your grand opening.
Okay.
Or the day before. We haven't figured that out.
Yeah.
But
we'll plan it out.
what are you excited for? What should people be excited for not only this grand opening but beyond 2026?
Okay.
What does that look like?
So grand opening wise, I am so excited to see my customers. Like I would see customers weekly, right? Like they would come in and tell me about their day, about how their job was. I would ask, oh, how's this? I haven't talked to anybody in so long. I'm like, where's my people? I'm so ready to see everybody and to talk to everyone and show them our new space. You know, we've had a couple of people that I know walk in and just be like, oh, this looks great. But I'm excited to see the community come together.
Literally right before we shot. Literally as I'm setting up.
Yeah, that was funny.
I don't mean to bother. Can I just see the space?
She's like, it's just so pretty. I seen your car. I'm like, come on in. Come on in, girl. Let me show you around. So I'm excited to see the community. People can expect amazing products out. I think probably some of the best products we've ever had out will be out. And my parents just passed by.
Oh, was that your parent? I'm sitting here and I'm like, who's honking?
Hey, Mom.
Shout out.
Hey. So they can expect great products. We're going to have some great new vendors in here. It'll just be Uptown Thrift, but crazy because now we're Uptown Exchange, so more classier, great products. I don't know. I'm trying to think of stuff. Honestly, guys, today my brain is like not here, but I'm ready to see everybody. I'm ready to see the town come together. A little bit nervous. I hope people come out. I think they will. Hopefully.
I'm going to say this. I know they will.
Okay.
We will. Well, I don't know what my calendar looks like. I'm pretty sure I'm free that day.
Yeah.
But I will be here as long as the calendar allows it, and my wife. We have someone to watch my kid. But yeah. Forgot I have a child, you know.
Oh,
something to have
yeah,
around.
I'm probably gonna take care of that.
What about 2026? What does that look like?
2026. I keep saying this a lot. 2026 is the year to build my team. I want to build an incredible team to help upscale and run my business to so much more than just here. Maybe start, like you said, maybe streaming, maybe do where I can do that. And we have girls running online, maybe doing some live whatnot shows. I have been looking into that, and
So
just
much fun.
building Uptown Exchange larger than just our storefront. So, more employees, someone to manage maybe some of just things that I do, because like I said, I do everything. So someone to come and take some of my roles would be amazing. And then I don't know. And in 2025, the beginning of the year, I was like, I'm not traveling. This is my year. I'm just working. I'm just doing nothing. 2025 was my year of opportunity. I did so many incredible things. I got to visit Italy. I got to fulfill a lot of my dreams that I've always wanted. 2026, whatever the Lord wants to bring into it, he can bring into it. 2025 was opportunity. Maybe 2026 is just building.
Growth.
Yeah, growth. Maybe that's what it's going to be. Just growth, and maybe 2027, get married, live on a farm with chickens. I want to be a sourdough mom so bad.
Okay, Taylor Swift.
No.
Let me ask you this. I'm actually kind of curious. What has been your favorite? I don't know if I asked you last time. I don't think I did, because I listened to the podcast recently. What is your favorite thing and least favorite thing about being an entrepreneur?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. Okay. Least favorite. I think, and this is just my perspective, I feel like sometimes entrepreneurship, you can feel very alone. And as much as there's a huge entrepreneurship community around you, or online, or you have all these things, people will show their true colors whenever you start something, and 100%. You'll see who really supports you. So Literally. It makes you kind of feel really alone when you don't see certain people supporting you or helping you, but it opens your eyes. That's probably my least favorite. I think it creates enemies sometimes. I'll be so honest with you. Favorite, there's so many opportunities out there. So whenever you're working for someone, there's a roof, actually. Your salary cap's up at whatever. When you're an entrepreneur, the sky's the limit. You can go do whatever you want, whenever you want, and literally become the next Bill Gates and better. So I think that's the opportunity. There's so much opportunity in entrepreneurship.
I love that word opportunity, because like you said, it fits 2025 for you.
It does.
Opportunity. Isn't it so crazy that, look at how much has changed in 9 months since we spoke last?
Yep.
In my head, I just keep thinking, what do the next 9 months look like? What do the next 9 months look like? And It's just so crazy that what has happened these past 9 months, if we were to replicate it, is scary, because I feel like here you could just multiply.
Oh my goodness.
And it's so crazy. Who would have thought? 3,000 square feet.
Yeah. Thank you, God.
Right off downtown.
Literally.
More foot traffic potential.
Yeah.
Awesome place. I love the lighting in here.
I know.
I'm a sucker.
That's
for all
what
the
drew me to the building. Look at this space. It's great.
And then before I ask the last question, I actually wanted to talk. This is a historical building.
Yes.
Downtown Statesville.
Yes.
Why this spot?
So, and I know there's so much to talk about, so it's let me just summarize this really fast. I actually looked at this space in 2022.
Damn.
And I wanted it, and I couldn't get it. And I tried, I think, 4 times with a different realtor, and I was like, I really want it. I want it. And it just wasn't meant to be. I wanted it in 2022 because I would pass by here and look at the lighting. You just pass by here and you're like, what is this building? It looks like it's like a plant shop or something crazy. And I always thought it was so cool. And I actually have a really old video of me walking by it and being like, I want this space. And look at where we are in 2025, 3 years later. So I think what drawn me to it, also my favorite color is green. The top was green, and it was just kind of always in me. And I think the Lord instilled a little part of me that wanted it. Just put it on my heart lightly, that can be yours. And just keep working hard and dreaming, and it can, become yours. We will be here for 3 years, if not more. So
that's just so crazy.
I know.
I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited
Thanks.
for the opportunity
Yes.
that is in this building.
Yeah.
And Gosh, you are going all in. You are
Yeah.
betting
It's go
on
bigger,
yourself.
go home. It's always been that. It's go
Yeah.
bigger, go home. Like for me, there's no in between. I will give it my entire all to the point where I completely burn myself out and don't talk to anybody and shut everyone out of my life. And I did that this year. And I realized, I have to build a team. I need community. But it's in those darkest moments that you realize that's truly where the Lord lifted me up and gave me the strength to continue this and finish it and become victorious. And in the end, on the grand opening, I know I'm going to be like, thank you, God.
Real quick, the two last questions I have.
Okay.
Close your eyes for a second. And picture you starting this 5 years ago in the shed in your backyard. And now
cry.
you're here. Historic building, downtown, about to have your grand opening. Yeah. What emotions come into play? What memories do you have? Like, how are you truly feeling about this?
I mentioned this the other day to somebody, and I do get emotional talking about it. It's just, I feel so much gratitude. Like, I don't deserve to be so successful and have all of this around me, because sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like a mean person because I can't go out with all of my friends, or I don't feel like I earned this, or I never should have got any of this. But that's where I'm so reminded with God's grace pouring out in my life. And I have so much gratitude, and I'm so grateful and thankful for the opportunity that I had, for having loving parents, for having people who did believe in me. And, there was definitely the haters, but like I always said, the haters going to hate, and they're going to tell you can't do it, but I'm going to prove them wrong. I love doing that. So I have so much gratitude. I'm so thankful, so thankful that I got to this point. And that's I don't know. Besides that, I don't know if I'm screaming happy about it, but I'm so thankful, and I'm blessed and stressed and all of it.
You're too stressed to be blessed, or you're too blessed to be stressed?
No, it's on a Hobby Lobby mug. Go find it. It's something I don't know.
But and then of course, last question that we end every podcast with. Obviously, go check out all their social media. The links will be down in the description below. Bet you better be here for the grand opening. If you're not, we're fighting.
Yeah,
we're fighting.
Literally.
We're just, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of room in here. You could make it a boxing arena. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So listen, anything's possible. For anyone watching, what is the best piece of life advice that you can give them?
The best piece of advice I can give to someone in my life right now: never give up on God and never give up on yourself. Because if I would have given up on God and I would have given up on myself this past year, I would have never got to where I am. And I just think it's so hard to sometimes believe in yourself. And I don't think that we need to believe in ourselves in the place of pride and I got this, I can do this, I can become the next Kim Kardashian or whatever. But just, not that I would want to ever do that, but I don't know, trust in God. And then also trust in yourself. You got this. I would have to tell myself that, because like I said, I kept saying, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. And truthfully, I couldn't. God did it for me. But never give up on God, and then never give up on yourself. And the sky is the limit. There's literally so much opportunity here in America if you live here. There's so many things you can start, you can do. Even if it's start small like I did. And in 5 years, who knows where you can be. I think that in 5 years you can achieve more than I did. I truly believe that. There's so much more opportunity out there now, and I think every year that goes by, there's even more opportunity. So take the opportunities, trust in God, trust in yourself, and you can go anywhere you want.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a mic drop. Follow her on social media.
Please.
All the plugs.
Yes.
Make sure you're here for the grand opening. If you're not, come check it out. 109 East Water Street.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I don't got the name right, but I got the location.
You got the address. Let's go.
109 East Water Street. Hey, I messed it up. The Uptown Exchange. Come check them out.
Exchange.
Coffee. got a bunch of clothing. They have kind of a bunch of everything.
We do a little bit of everything. We do a little bit of all because why not? It's just a fun place to come sip and shop. You know,
one song said a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know,
Yeah.
they got a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
We do. We truly do.
But seriously, check her out, support her. All of her links will be in the description below. Amazing human being,
Thank
a
you.
great brand, great products.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to
Yeah.
get to call you a friend. So, fist
Yes.
bump. But until next time, guys, hit that subscribe button. But most importantly, lift love, crush hate. We out.